Hey guys, welcome to Fast News. It is Thursday, and of course, it is, we only have two stories today, but I have a lot to say. Excuse the beeping noise, that will be fixed tomorrow. I did not have a ladder to get up there to change the fire detector, so that is going to get finished. That's going to get done tomorrow, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we only have two stories. The United States bombed Syria just a few hours ago, and a human trafficker who also apparently used to coach for the U.S. gymnastics team killed himself today after being charged. And yes, that is how I am going to refer to him. So let's get right into this first story. We're going to read the whole article there for the second story. And again, I know this isn't a normal stream day. Thursdays are going to be a new stream day for me. I hope everyone's having a good day. Let's get into it. So, the United States just a few hours ago carried out an airstrike in Syria against a structure belonging to what is believed to be an Iran-backed militia. Two officials told Rutgers in an exclusive interview. This was said to be an apparent response to the rocket attacks against the United States in Iraq earlier this month. The officials spoke on the condition of anonymity and said that the strike was approved by President Joe Biden. It is unknown the damage or if there was any casualties. One official said this was a retaliation for the attacks on U.S. military bases, like I said earlier this month, one of which was on February 15th at a base at Ibrahim International Airport that was struck, killing one non-American contractor, injuring several American contractors and an American service member. So obviously, I'm going to follow this up. I'm going to read more about it. This is still a breaking and developing story, right? But this is one of those things I was worried about. And this is one of those things I'm always worried about is like, it doesn't really seem to matter who the president is. We're just going to continue bombing people. And this is one of those things that has to stop where it's like, I hear all about our budget deficit and we don't have money to fund this. We don't have money to fix the infrastructure, but we have money to bomb countries. We have money. And so we have money for all this other useless spending, and bombing countries is definitely useless spending. I don't see how anyone could see it any other way. Now, we are going to pull up an entire article and read through this together. There you go. Let you guys read, and we're going to read this together here because I think it's important to cover the whole story. So we are on the NPR's website, and the title here, "We can't take care of our people even after we tell them they can't work, but we certainly can bomb." Yeah, and that's exactly kind of what I'm getting. And that's what frustrates me. It's like all this stuff, and we're still just bombing people. And like, I don't know. It just makes me sick. But let's get on to this story. It's also disturbing, but we need to talk about. So, former USA gymnastics coach charged with abuse dies by suicide is the title. This is by Branton Booker. My cat's here. Let me get a drink real quick and then we'll read it. So, all right. So, a former USA gymnastics coach was charged Thursday morning with 24 criminal charges. Died by suicide hours later, Michigan State Attorney General has confirmed. Wow. John Geddert, 63, was accused of human trafficking, forced labor, and sexual misconduct, among other crimes. In a statement Thursday, which is today, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel said, "My office has been notified that the body of John Geddert was found late this afternoon after taking his own life. This is a tragic end to a tragic story for everyone involved." Sorry, my cat's trying to get into my hot chocolate here. Geddert served as head coach for the 2012 U.S. women's gymnastics team, which took home the gold medal in London. He also owned a Lansing, Michigan area elite training facility called Twisters. All right, everything aside, that's an objectively good name or Twistars. That's a pretty good name for a gymnastics studio. Nessel announced the charges at a Thursday press briefing. She said the charges brought by her office focused on multiple acts of verbal, physical, and sexual abuse perpetrated by the defendant against multiple victims. Nessel declined to give a specific number of victims, other than saying the figure was less than 50. Whew. Yeah, Sylvester's back. All right, so this is a list of the charges, and guys, this is eye-opening, these charges. So 14 counts of human trafficking, forced labor resulting in injury, a 15-year felony. 6 counts of human trafficking of a minor for forced labor, a 20-year felony. 1 count of continuing criminal enterprise, a 20-year felony. 1 count of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, a life offense felony. 1 count of second-degree criminal sexual conduct, a 15-year felony. 1 count of lying to a peace officer during a violent crime investigation, a 4-year felony. So this guy was looking at, obviously, a ton of jail time, right? So it's not hard to understand why someone in this situation would take their own life. And we're going to continue reading this before I give you any more. The charges were filed in Easton County, which includes part of Lansing. Nessel told reporters that Geddert had turned himself in for arraignment. These allegations focused around multiple acts of verbal, physical, and sexual abuse perpetrated by the defendant against multiple young women. I am grateful for these survivors coming forward to cooperate with our investigation and for the bravery sharing their stories, Nessel said. The indictment alleges that Geddert's harsh treatment of his athletes constituted a human trafficking and forced labor. This is, it's a disturbing story. Geddert had been a renowned figure in elite gymnastics for coaching the Fierce Five lineup in 2012, which included Michaela Maroney, Gabby Douglas, Allie Ramson, Caleb Ross, and Jordan Weber, Michigan radio reported. The station adds that Geddert was known for his close relationship with Larry Nassar, the former United States Gymnastics national team physician who was convicted of dozens of cases of sexual abuse. That's a disturbing story in itself. The two were friends and business associates, and 3 of Nassar's sexual assault convictions occurred at Twistars. USA Gymnastics listed Geddert among the suspended and restricted persons pending resolution. The entry for Geddert says membership suspended from all contact. Geddert was suspended by USA Gymnastics during the Nassar scandal, according to the AP. So yeah, guys, this all around, again, it's just a disturbing story when we're talking about this stuff. I know USA Gymnastics, that, obviously Nassar, and he's in jail now. And it's disturbing because these are people that obviously in positions of power that abuse their power. And it's not much different than, say, a police officer or a religious figure abusing their power and abusing people in one way or another, right? It's not unlike that when these high-profile coaches do stuff like that. And it's really problematic that this stuff keeps happening. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm trying to keep it short enough so people can replay it later on. My cat, she says hi. And thank you guys for joining us tonight, even though she's not too happy I picked her up. You guys have a great night. We will see you guys tomorrow. And, just be easy out there, guys. We'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow.
Smart Sound.